How you doing?
Okay, so today we decided that we're going to do a cooking challenge for our Refresh at Home video. So we decided on pizza. I already know I'm gonna win. You're already eating your snacks.
That's how you know your pizza's gonna be the bomb. You gotta taste your ingredients, G.
So we're gonna do pizzas. I am doing a basil pesto artichoke shrimp pizza. What are you doing?
I'm doing a thin crust.
You didn't name it yet.
I ain't put no name on it. This is a refresh pizza.
Awesome.
Just a refresh pizza.
Okay, so we're gonna get started. We were asked to talk about when we first came to the church, so let's talk about that as we prepare our pizzas. Is this my crust?
No, this is mine. I got a thin crust.
So do you want to because I think our experiences were different since I started visiting first, so you want to tell each individual story?
Yeah, you can go first.
Okay, so for me, my story is kind of funny. Oh my gosh. It's terrifying.
I got you.
So I actually was in my high school pageant. It goes all the way back to high school. I was in my high school pageant, which was towards the end of the year. And I went with my mom to go to a hair store to find whatever I was going to do for my hair. And I remember that day having an attitude, and I was embarrassed that we were buying weave for some reason. I don't know why. But I was embarrassed that we were buying weave, and she kept telling me to go to the man and tell him what I wanted. And I was like, I don't know, I don't ever wear weave. And she's like, girl, tell the man what kind of hair you want. So anyway, I go up there and I get the hair that I need, and then she sees a flyer on the counter, and it's for hairstylists. And she's like, well, get that flyer too, and that lady can do your hair. And I was like, Mom, I don't know that lady. I don't want her to do my hair. And she's like, girl, get the flyer. And I kept fighting her on it. She's like, get the flyer. So I got the flyer, and the woman that ended up doing my hair actually was a member of Refresh Family Church.
Y'all know who she is. You don't say that? You don't say that? It ain't time yet?
Anyway, she was a member of the church, and I graduated high school, and she kept doing my hair on into when we got married, because I got married at 18, and for months and months she was inviting me to her church, and I had no interest in going to her church, but it ended up being Refresh.
The Refiner's house.
It was the Refiner's house way back then, but I remember the night that I came. You're doing good in working and talking.
I'm trying to see, because this
I'm
is
not good at multitasking.
I'm a chef. I'm a chef at hand, kind of, sort of.
So yeah, but anyway, I came and visited, and I just remember being in awe. That's the one thing that I can remember, is looking at everyone, and it just seemed like everyone was so unified. And I remember thinking in my head, I want to be a part of this. I remember specifically, towards the end of the service, whoever was doing the announcements talked about their corporate fast. So our corporate fast is Monday through Wednesday. I didn't even know what that was. I remember thinking in my head, I do not know what a corporate fast is, but I want to do it. I had this overwhelming sense of wanting to be a part. And I started visiting off and on when I could, because I was working. And then I drug him along, and you can tell your side why I do this.
I'm trying to get this crust right. So, because the crust is the best part of the pizza.
Wait, if it's a competition, can you help me with my crust, and then we can start the competition?
It's a competition.
Can I get help with my crust? Because I really do need help.
I love you, dog, but you already know how competitive we are. Okay, so for me, I actually got the Refresh or Refiner's house at that time through my wife. And the same acquaintance that we met, I ended up meeting her too. Well, shortly after she done your hair though, right? That first time. Anyway, yeah, it was around the time I was bouncing. I had a church. Well, I didn't really have a church. I was going to my dad's church, which was a religious, a religious
institution,
right? A religious experience. And so the first time that I got to Refiner's house, the first thing that I can remember was the energy that was in that place. It was jumping, as the kids would say. Being a part of something like that, coming from the church that I had just came from, it was definitely a surreal experience. And as my wife alluded to, that she just wanted to be a part. I didn't in the beginning. I was a little taken aback by it. I didn't want to. I wanted to see what it was about. Basically, I was a little bit skeptical. Can I say that?
Yes, and that's always that's always been
If
you.
y'all know, if you knew me like on that level, she'll tell you I'm always like, what is this? Right. But it wasn't until Bishop got up and spoke. I know it might sound like, you know, how you say cliche or whatever, but it's the honest to goodness truth. I had never seen someone with that. You could just tell he was a very powerful individual. You come across a lot of pastors or preachers that I never seen that before. And I think that is what caught me, because at heart, I'm a warrior, a soldier warrior at heart. And I don't mean I'm the, like, you know, this grand wizard, you know, won every battle. In fact, I was just telling my wife this morning what I perceived to be a warrior is somebody that went through trials and tribulations and came out on the other side, you know, better or stronger, whatever. Anyway, I was drawn to that. I was drawn to his, man, I don't know how you can't even describe it. It was just, it was just so raw, like a lion type of deal. And I was just drawn to that. I was excited by it. And yeah, so that was my first experience venturing into Refresh Family Church. And then
we started coming more and more. I remember I was working at the Pinnacle at the time. We just got married, and I was so intrigued, like I just had to be there. And I remember one time leaving my job on my break. I only got an hour break, and they were like, "Where are you going for lunch?" And I was like, "To church," because it was a Sunday and I had to work.
I remember that, yeah.
So I literally left, and the church from the Pinnacle was probably like 20 minutes. Don't touch that, son. It was probably about 20 minutes. So I used up half my break driving to church. I came, I sat in the back for like 15 minutes, and then I got
I
off.
remember. You remember? I remember because I was nervous. I used to sit in the back all the time.
Right. And they were like, "You did what?" And that was the beginning of people thinking we had crazy faith. That was the beginning of it. Me saying I was going to church on my break. So, yeah, that's our story of how we got there, and we're super, super grateful. Caleb's from Ohio. I'm from Buffalo, New York, and for us to end up together and in Refresh is all God to me. That's how I feel.
Well, yeah, it definitely changed our lives. Do you remember when Bishop and First Lady used to stand down front over there on the other side? And I always remember this, I'll never forget it, is when we would always come through. And I remember the first like one-on-one interaction that I had with him was like it was an overwhelming, you could just sense his heart or his love for the people.
Yeah.
And I think that was another thing that really drew us to him. Not so much as the church itself. It was a drawing to him, I think, when you felt that, because both of us, you know, my wife lost her father at a young age, and then I didn't have my father, and to have to feel that, like how do you say,
fatherly love.
Affirmation, a love from a father. It was just a great feeling, man. And so and then I also remember how he used to look at my heart. You remember how he said he'd be talking, and then he'll always, I'm like, man, I think he might be in the spirit.
It's like he can see in the spirit, he can see our heart.
He can see my heart.
So many memories. I remember working at Lifeway the one time, and was it him and mom that came in, or just him by himself? I think it was both of them. And they came into life when I was working there, and Caleb happened to be there while I was at work. And I remember just thinking like, wow, he just drives his car and just walks in here and buys things.
I'm thinking like,
he was like, you think I fly on the Holy Spirit?
I'm like, bitch, like, come on now, what you think?
But it was just, I was in awe to see such a powerful individual just living everyday life, like driving up to the place and going in and getting a card and leaving. It was just really interesting to me. So, but let's get back to this battle. So we both have sauced our pizzas.
Wait, I have to say though, you did good on your wait a minute. I wanted that pan actually.
So sorry. So this is mine so far.
I ain't showing mine yet, bro. I'm saying, and make sure you got the ingredients that you have. You cannot use the ingredients that I bought.
I don't need your ingredients. Thank you very much.
Because I don't want the kids like saying we have a spy when we're on the stairs.
And the kids are going to be our tasters, so we will know Whose is better?
Tasty.
You cannot use up all the
It's
cheese.
a whole bag of cheese, bro.
Yeah, but it's halfway gone already.
Come on now.
I gotta make sure I have enough.
Come on, refresh.
I don't know how long this video is supposed to be, so maybe we need to like speed it up.
Wow.
I don't know how to do the re-speed.
So I'm using mozzarella and Parmesan.
And I'm using both as well.
No, you're not. See what I'm saying?
I can't.
It's supposed to be a competition. She can't use the same
I
ingredients.
can't use Parmesan cheese.
No, you can't. You only have to use the mozzarella because that's what you wanted.
Wait, but
When I picked up the Parm, you was like, oh, that's
a little bit.
Parmesan.
I don't know if this is enough. I need a little.
No, you got a whole bag.
Okay, so you pre-cooked your.
Ow, that hurt. Yeah, my ham. I had to pre-cook this. Now
Okay,
this has
so mine is cheesed. I am doing a shrimp pizza because, okay guys, if you know anything about me, I love Jesus and I love shrimp. I probably eat shrimp, what would you say, like, definitely every week, but probably 3 times a week?
every day.
It's not every single
Every day.
Okay.
Just about every day.
Yeah. I think my middle name
And
is shrimp.
anytime we go out to eat, she's ordering shrimp.
I don't know what it is, it's just delicious. Alright, so I am going to put this on my pizza.
So is that it? That's all we're gonna talk about?
What else can we talk about? Oh, let's tell the story. Okay, so when we first got married, that's how we thought of this today. When we first got married,
right,
we decided, don't laugh, that we were gonna do
hold on, man.
a cook-off.
They watching me strain on this thing. I'm supposed to be Mr. Workout guy. I can't even open a jar of banana peppers.
So we decided we were gonna do a cook-off when we first got married, and he says that my meal was not the best.
It wasn't.
And she made fun of me. He still makes fun of me to this day.
To this day.
Because I used sherry cooking wine, and I thought it was like...
Hold on. Now explain to the people why you use the sherry cooking. We saw it on TV, and she tried to recreate this sauce.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even remember that. But yeah, it sounds about right.
It wasn't popping.
But I thought it was delicious, and it wasn't fair.
No, she didn't. She ate it because she was embarrassed that I made fun of her, and she ate it. Sat there and ate this, and she was like, "You go here." I'm like, "I'm not gonna eat that, bro."
He's always been very blunt. Like Caleb's very, very blunt. He will tell you what he thinks. He does not sugarcoat. So he was like, "This is disgusting." And mind you, we hadn't been married a year. You don't tell your newlywed wife that her food is disgusting.
I already had you. Where you going?
It hurt my feelings, and yes, I ate it.
Hold on, I just want, you know what I'm saying? I got the ham, I got the 2 different kinds of cheese. I got the banana peppers on lock right here. And then I'm going with the roasted bell pepper strips. This is from California, it says. California fresh pack.
Alright, and I'm gonna garnish it with just a little bit of your Parmesan. Just a little bit.
See that?
Alright, so do you want to take it to the camera so they can see it real quick?
I mean, look, man, yours look good. I mean, but I got the color. Look at that. And then, you know what I'm saying? I got the banana peppers.
Bella said we can't see the pizzas. Can you see them now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So this is mine, undone.
Lift it up.
Mine?
Up.
Okay.
Okay, and then that's mine.
Alright, so they're about to go in the oven. Not really sure how long.
I already had the oven set at like 400 degrees.
Oh, look at you preheating the oven.
I get out.
Alright.
I'm gonna put mine on top, G.
And I'll put mine in the middle. There we go. And we'll be back when they're ready, and we'll show the camera the pizzas and let the children taste, or we might go find some neighbors to taste it. So these are the Inman children. Say hello.
Hi.
And they each have 2 pieces of pizza in front of them, and they are going to taste and let us know which one they like better. Ready, set, go.
Get your mommy's first.
We're gonna take a vote. Who liked mommy's pizza better?
Me.
Aww. That's 3. Raise your hand, Gigi. Okay, who liked daddy's pizza better? His BFF. So is it safe to say that mommy won?
I like both better. So,
Daddy?
hands up for both of y'all.
Hands up for both.
I like both better.
You like both too? Okay, the votes are changing. The votes are changing. Like she's sticking with mom. All right. What do you say, Daddy?
I didn't taste yours. You want me to taste yours?
No, we decide who.
Yeah, they'll decide. We'll taste later.
I mean, I really took a bite of mine. But
Oh, they're getting in a huddle.
let's see. Y'all can't leave out Judah. Don't let him fall.
Okay, you've made a decision.
Who won?
Me. Who wins
You not
will
winning,
receive $10,000. Me. What is?
You won.
The person that won. The winner is Mommy